What is going on there, guys? Kempy here. I am back today, finally again playing the Wrexham save. It seems so long for me since I last recorded the video. I think it's 3 or 4 days. Obviously, they have been still coming in very steady stream on YouTube. I've had a busy couple of days with family, finally going back to Spain. So I'm now back on the grind. Hopefully Twitch stream starting this weekend and back on the Wrexham hype. If you guys are on the hype as well, make sure to keep smashing that like button. It is Thursday evening. I have just released the USA Wales video, so I am up to date on all my views, and the views on the Wrexham save are mind-boggling to me. To think I've got a series where you guys, there's 100 of you watching every single episode, so I'm so thankful. There is, however, 66% of you that are not subscribed, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out massively, and it helps you out so you don't miss out on the series. Without further ado, let's show you how we've been doing. It's just been 2 games since you were last here, which might as well feel to me how it seems so long ago. It was just a game against Hartlepool was a 2-1 win, and a game against Carlisle, which was also a 2-1 win, and one that I know Super Ollie Palmer come back for and got a brace in the last 10 minutes of the game. Busy 10 minutes because they also scored in that, but we come out as 2-1 winners, and it keeps us just 1 point behind Cambridge and now 8 points clear of the playoffs. So I'm really hopeful that we could be going up in the promotion spots this year and maybe even as champions. Today, however, we have got mid-table Walsall, a decent game to come back to, but it's all about the second game of the episodes. League One, Shrewsbury, currently sitting in second place. A very difficult tie for our second round in the FA Cup, but one that I think we might be able to get a goal from as long as we can shut down Ryan Bowman. Let's play against Walsall, get a bit of confidence in the boys, hopefully 3 points to keep hot on Cambridge's tails, and let's go and get an FA Cup shock, shall we? The Wrexham team is heavily rotated then. Ben Wilson in goal, Craig Cogley, Ferran, Isaac Williams-Thomas, McFadden Miller, Forster Casey, Davids, Corey Blackett-Taylor, Mipo Odebueko and Ollie Palmer starting up front. Walsall coming out with that dirty flat back 7 with the front 3 standing up there. As you can see, we are second in the league, 35 points. Walsall 11th on 22. We are at the racecourse. It is where we love to play our football. Ollie Palmer is back in the starting lineup. One man who isn't is Paul Mullin. He is just slightly jaded, so he is on the bench today. We have just got 3 games break, and then we've got a huge game against Shrewsbury, hence why there is a fair few players rested at the moment, but I still hope this 11 can get the job done out on the pitch. Good interception from Forster Casey, eventually getting the ball. Mipo Odebueko going for a 35-yard screamer just over the bar. He is close with that one. 0-0 then at first 15 minutes. You can see we are set up in that 4-4-2. It is looking nice. What's looking nicer is Isaac Williams-Thomas. 1-0. The 16-year-old gets on the score sheet for Wrexham at the racecourse. His first goal. He is a big boy. 6'5" at just 16. And a great header at that as well. Fantastic goal. 1-0. And Kirk Miller back in the starting lineup. Crossing balls in like that is exactly why we have got him. And that is putting us now to the top of the Sky Bet League 2. Be quite something to get back-to-back winners' medals, let alone back-to-back promotions. Maybe I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Ryan Delaney getting a goal for Walsall. Another set piece, and it is Riley with the ball in. Delaney's giving it the old fist pump. Decent header at the front post. Williams-Thomas not beating his man to that one. He's good at scoring them, not quite as good at defending them. Half hour info, and the highlights are coming thick and fast. Miller with the ball in. Odebueko, it's 3 goals, 3 headers in this game. Half hour, and Mipo puts us 2-1 up. Having a second to breathe in this game. Everything is happening, and 30 minutes in, we find ourselves 2-1 up. The Red Dragons are going for this one. Walsall are coming at us as well. You can see from their heat map, they have got a very deep back line. Decent ball in, and Tyler Ferran, another big boy at the back, trying to get his head on that one just wide of the mark. But like I say, you can see that flat back 7 is a disgusting formation to play against. Very defensive, and they've got them 3 up top as a pivot. You can see there. Decent formation when you're using it. Horrible to play up against. Our 4-4-2 is playing very attacking, very wide as well, and our wingers are pushing right on. And obviously with Forster-Kasky just in that base as a ball winner, it does give us that little bit of solidity in midfield as well. I have really enjoyed the 4-4-2 video. If you guys do want to see like a tactic breakdown video, let me know. I haven't changed it as much this year because it's been so solid for us. So if you guys want to see what I am doing in the lower leagues of England, let me know down in the comments, and I can get that video made for you this weekend or potentially for next Tuesday or Thursday. Tactics videos are going to have to wait because it is 2-2, and a decent goal there from Wilkinson. A bit of a mistake in the middle of the park and a very easy one through for him. Just a little 1-2 with Knowles and he is gone. Varane and Isaac Williams-Thomas maybe stepping up a little bit too high. I am going to go attacking, but I am going to drop that back line. It's already on low. Maybe I'm not going to drop them. They were just out of position, which is poor from the two lads. They are youngsters. Varane has not had the greatest game so far here with a 6.4. Can we get a goal back? Ollie Palmer, I'd have bet my life on you to score that, son, especially after the two you scored in the last game, but just over the bar. He is not having a great game today, and I'm debating whether to get on Paul Mullin or not. I do want him to be fully fit for the Shrewsbury game, so if we've got any chance in that one, it is going to be through him. However, it's probably the same for Palmer as well. We probably need a fully fit Palmer for that one too. Do you potentially just go to a one-striker formation and rest a few lads for this game? I'm not too sure. Oh, Corey Blackett-Taylor need to make it 3-2 in my decision a little bit easier. Kirk Miller and Forster-Kasky linking up nicely down this right-hand side. Miller eventually losing it. Varane clearing up, but that is going to be the end of that highlight. Who have we got on the bench? We have got Maxi Haygarth on the bench. We could, you know what? I do not want to play Paul Mullin in this game. I am going to be a little bit more cautious about fitness. So Haygarth is going to come on in this role here. Get him in as a shallow striker, and we'll get in Odebueko as an advanced forward as well. Play a few of the younger lads. Get a few more minutes out there for Haygarth as well. When I have used him, I've been very impressed. I liked him a lot last season. Ability-wise, he is slightly lower down than a few of the lads who've got out of the club, but he seems to give everything on the pitch, and maybe he can make us aware of that today and getting a goal, and hopefully a winning goal against Walsall. Tuilvo, last 20 minutes, it's ball over the top, and marvellous on Abrakenlen. I mean, marvellous, the name. Absolutely fantastic. Not marvellous for us. 3-2 to Walsall. Now do we get Paul Mullin on the pitch? Meepo has had a good game, but there is no one quite like Paul Mullin. I think what I'm actually going to do is drop Haygarth into this deep line playmaker role, move Meepo across, and go back to the two-striker formation. Get Paul Mullin back on and get him on up top. And maybe we'll get Josh Nerfield on this right wing as well. And maybe Mickey Demetriou at the back just to liven things up a little bit more. 15 minutes to go. Let's just get this ball. Let's not go too wide. Let's play direct and quick. Get the ball. I'm not too fussed about getting in the box. We've got two decent strikers now, but we have got to have a high line and a bit of pressure. Highlight though to Walsall. It is well cleared, and McFadden does clear to Meepo. Here he is, the man who changes every game when he plays. Paul Mullin down that right hand side, going for something absolutely wild there. A shot cross from 35 yards, easily caught by Evans. Does he know something we don't? Varane with a clearance. Dacre Cogley, can you get it long? Maybe a little bit too long. We're not going to win that one. It is Knowles picking up the ball, finding Wilkinson. Riley down this right hand side, finding marvellous. Not so marvellous from Ben Wilson. And it's 4-2. And it is an embarrassing day here at the racecourse. Not something I expected to see in the slightest. And I'm not happy at all with this performance. We must get a point from this minimum. Anything else, I'm going to be fuming. A point from here, I'm not too unhappy. A win, I'm absolutely buzzing. Nerfield with the ball in. Blackett-Taylor just wide of the mark to make it 4-3. Not quite. There's not much more I can do instructions-wise without confusing everyone a bit too much. Maybe we can just chuck the wingers further forward. But there's just a minute to go and then added time. It's going to be too little. Too late here at the racecourse. A minute and a half to go. we have forced through another highlight. It looks like some Walsall time wasting from Evans in goal. It is a long ball up to Marvellous, who is going to go in behind yet again. Oh, he didn't quite get his Marvellous hat-trick just over the bar. A minute to go, though. I think this is going to be all she wrote at the racecourse. And sadly, a 4-2 loss, which is not what we wanted to see at all. We wanted to keep on the toes of Cambridge, and it's not what we needed as well for a bit of momentum for this game against Shrewsbury. We need to be on top form to be one of League One's best squads. And that's not going to happen today after we lose this. Maybe it's a bit of a mental thing. I know people say that on FM. Your players get a little bit sidetracked by the game coming up. And we did rest a few players for this one as well. So maybe it's me just underestimating the opposition ever so slightly. But a 4-2 loss here at the racecourse. Let's wipe ourselves off, dust our knees down and get into this game against Shrewsbury in the FA Cup. A rookie error from me. Paul Mullin is suspended for 2 games, which means he is not available to play this one in the FA Cup, which is gutting, which means Mipo, Debueco and Palmer get their start up front, and we've got the youngster Jed Barry on the bench, ready to come on if we need a goal. The 16-year-old is looking to write his name in lights here at Wrexham. Just quickly going through the team then, it is Ben Wilson in goal, De Craig Cogley, Hayden, Dimitri, Garbutt at the back, Josh Nerfield, O'Connor, Davies, Blackett, Taylor in midfield with Odebueco and Palmer. The Shrewsbury team are playing that normal flat back 7 with a 3 up front. So it is down to us today to defeat that one. I believe there is a slight rivalry as well between Shrewsbury and Wrexham. I've had a lot of chat before this game between both managers, between the press about the rivalry of this one. It's not something I'm aware of in real life, which might be shocking from me. Oh, but Neely, probably the best goal in this rivalry ever. Mipo Odebueco. Neely scores there from about 25-30 yards out after a mistake from the goalkeeper, but manages to put it just wide. Huge game then in the FA Cup first round. It is Odofin down that right-hand side for Shrewsbury. Ball in the box, well blocked. Don't give away a penalty, whatever you do. Don't clear on the edge of the box. Oh, what is that? Ben Wilson has been lights out good for us this season. And today, he's made a horrible mistake against Walsall with a save he should have saved from Marvellous. And a shocker there. Oh, it's a slight deflection of Hayden and Wilson just goes to catch it and doesn't react to the deflection. We're going to go at him. There is no point in sitting back in this game. We are a very good side and we can win these games. We are missing our danger man, Paul Mullin, up front, which is gutting because he would have made such a difference to today's game. But we've still got the quality out there to make a difference. 1-0 at half-time is not a shocking result, especially with the team we're playing against. I'm going to say we have been sloppy and we can do better. And the players know that as well. They know how good we are. We know how good we are too. I'm going to maybe drop that and maybe just go a little bit higher on the tempo. Maybe not that high. Let's also give the line a little bit higher and press them. Let's go at Shrewsbury in this half. We need to, and we need to get a result. It's knockout football, for Christ's sake. We can't be sitting back. The mighty Wrexham have got to do something, and it is at the 53rd minute now. Just a few minutes till I'll probably look to make changes, but Luke Garbutt is going to start a highlight for us. Palmer is not to go in behind there. Maybe Jed Barry is going to come on sooner than we think. Dimitri and O'Connor doing well there to win the ball back. And De Craig Cogley sends the ball behind to Josh Nerfield. Can he find Mipo with the Debueco? He can, and it is 1-1. The cross from Nerfield was blocked, and Debueco was there to put the ball in the back of the net. I'm going to just drop it to balanced. I'm not going to drop too much more. I'm a bit wary about our back line. In fact, how quick are their strikers? I'm not going to kick myself if I don't find out. He's not that quick. Daniel Wood, though, that's a big name. O'Brien, he's not that quick either. So I'm quite happy with the back line to be a little bit higher up in this one because there's not a lot of pace in that Shrewsbury front too. Ben Wilson then, a long ball over the top, is not met by Mipo. And Mipo gets sent off. Oh, Mipo, what have you done? It's a second yellow card. And that is an absolute killer. But it is knockout football and we cannot afford to sit back. I'm going to go to a 4-2-3 and just hope somehow we can win this midfield battle. And if we get a goal, we're going to shut up shop like you've never seen before. Odafin, that's got to be a red ref. That was a 2-foot challenge, but we are going to try and build out from the back then. Jordan Davis, a long ball forward. Ollie Palmer, just hold it up and do what you can, son. I'm not expecting wonders. It is a difficult job up there. Tunnicliffe is going to try now and run away with it. It's fallen to Shipley midfield, to Daniel Udo. Great turn, and Ben Wilson with a great save. I have no idea what to do. It's a long old way to go. Maybe having Palmer up there on his own just is not worth it. I think what I'm going to do is drop into this and just sit in a little bit more. Have you as an anchor so you're happy to drop in. And we'll get Forster Kasky in there as a ball winner. Davies there. Josh Nerfield is a quick lad. But you know what? The FA Cup is about magic. And Jed Berry is going to have some of that FA Cup magic. Let's encourage the lads then. 10 minutes to go. This is how you make your name as a manager. Having a bit of balls about you and going for it. 5 to go then. I'm going to maybe just retract what I just said and go defensive, and now go very defensive and time waste. The balls have gone. They've gone right back in. And there's 2 minutes to go then. Penalty shootout we will take all day long. I don't think it's a penalty shootout. It isn't. It is just a one-legged affair. I'm happy with that, you know. I don't know if Mullin will be back for the second leg. In fact, I don't think he will, because I believe it's a 2-game suspension, which is an absolute killer. And we haven't got Mipo de Bueco either. So maybe Jack Barry is going to get a full game for that one. Let's see when that game will be and when you guys will be coming back for the Wrexham series. I quite like there is a replay that gives me a good chance to come back for. Let's have a look when that will be. If the game finally loads, it's saved. I'm not sure what it's doing. Give me 2 secs and I'll come back with the schedule and when we'll be playing next up. You know what? Have a little bumper episode. I'm going to go and play Morecambe and Harrogate and bring you guys back for the Shrewsbury game. I don't want to waste too much time this season, and as I have said, and we've got Cambridge in just a month and a half's time. So you know what? 3-game episode today. FA Cup replay against Shrewsbury. Let's get into that bad boy as well. The second round draw has been done then. If we do, in fact, win this return leg, we are up against... I cannot see us. Wrexham, Shrewsbury at home to Burton. So another hard game. Actually bottom of League One. So a team that we would like to beat. I believe they're the team that shared the St George's. So 20 training facilities, 20 youth facilities. Fair play to Burton. But I think that is going to be a good game if we do get through against Shrewsbury. Burton, then if we get through, let's try and get through now. Ollie Palmer both helping and hampering us in that game. A brace for him before he gets a straight red card. Classic English striker bulldog things for Ollie Palmer. But he does get us the win. And we do hold on against 22nd placed Harrogate to get 3 points and keep just 1 point behind Cambridge. Let's move on then to a huge replay at the racecourse against Shrewsbury. The board and the fans are not messing about. They both expect wins. Let's try and get a huge win against Shrewsbury now in the replay of the FA Cup first round. We've gone for an experienced side then. It's going to be Wilson, De Craig Cogley, Hayden, Dimitri Garbett, Nerfield, O'Connor, Forster Kasky, Davies, Odebueco and Super Paul Mullin. Shrewsbury back in that back 7 as we did expect. I've pushed the line slightly higher for this game and trying to go on the front foot against a very good League One Shrewsbury. Sadly, because of Ollie Palmer being a silly boy with his straight red card in the last game, he is banned for this one. So it falls to Mipo Odebueco and Super Paul Mullin to get the goals. We've not seen a lot of that from Mullin recently. It has been a Palmer show. So it'll be good for Mullin to show up, and there's no better stage than the FA Cup. However, it's going to be difficult. Shrewsbury are a good side, and Shipley there going through on goal, just putting it over the bar. You can see we have started this game massively on the front foot. Can we not concede the first goal? It's a corner ball for Shrewsbury. It's Daniel Ado just over or just wide of the mark with a corner there. Tight one there, and it's close to being 1-0 Shrewsbury. Looks like they have been on top in this game regardless of how high our line has been. A long ball from Wilson, and Mipo is going to look to get onto that. Paul Mullin finds Josh Nerfield. Can he get the ball in the box? He's so super. He is super Paul Mullin. He is the best player on the game. Haaland does not matter. Super Paul Mullin is so good. An anticlimactic finish. You can tell from our reaction. I didn't know if it was in. But he is super. He goes through the keeper. The ball defies logic when Paul Mullin is on the end of them. And it is 1-0 to us against Shrewsbury in a massive game. Oh, I'm nervous. A big throw in there from Shrewsbury. A great clearance. Mullin wins the header. And Meepo is through on goal. Go on, Meepo. Put your name in the lights. Beats the keeper. Oh, when he misses and hits the post. And Mullin with a shot from the edge of the box is blocked as well. Oh, it's full of emotion. Nearly 2-0 for Wrexham. Hits the post there, Meepo Odebueko. Wow, we beat the keeper. Had it all done. And he just had to get the ball in the back of the net. But his touch past the keeper took him too close to the byline. It stays at 1-0. And it looks like we're going to get into half-time at 1-0 as well. We are. I am very happy with that first half. But how good a 2-0 lead would have been, Meepo. If you could have just had a better touch, you would have had that as an open goal, son. 55 minutes in, we are still 1-0 up. There is not many tired legs out there, which is good to see. We are well rested and we have managed our team fantastically. Davies seems to have picked up a knock, so we will take him off for Corey Blackett-Taylor, which is certainly not a bad substitution to make. We'll get Corey on a bit more pace down that left-hand side. As you're watching this, I have just watched Portugal beat Ghana 3-2. An absolute wild game. And in just an hour's time is Brazil versus Serbia. So I'm absolutely buzzing. Just a quick plug from me. I have been doing World Cup episodes of Wales and the USA. Oh no. It's all good, Wilson says. Wales and USA, where I've been going through the tournament with both of them. And they will hopefully be returning next week on Tuesday and Thursday. Depending on what you guys want to see. I ran a poll on Twitter and on the YouTube channel about what you guys want to see. And it was fairly mixed. Oh, it nearly happened again. It was fairly mixed between it's having a bit more Wrexham, having the World Cup episodes. I think with it being the World Cup and how excited I am for it, I'm going to keep doing them World Cup episodes. And they're going to get progressively better as we go through. I'm going to pause it because I'm rambling. But next week will hopefully be teams, maybe like Serbia, depending on how they go tonight. And maybe a Uruguay. And the week after that, we might start playing with Argentina, Brazil, England, Portugal. Depending who gets to the semi-finals. But right now is FA Cup time. And it is FA Cup glory. And we are in to the second round of the FA Cup. And we have got a massive tie against Burton. And a chance to get through to the FA Cup third round. Burton are not a good side compared to Shrewsbury. If we want to be challenging in League One, we have to be beating teams like Burton, who are sitting bottom of the league. I believe that game is in a couple of weeks' time. We've got a good few games to get to before we get there. So tomorrow's episode then, Saturday evening, where you guys want to see, is going to be a double-header. Burton and... depending on how the league is going, if we win these next 3 games, I might do Burton and then play the Gillingham Aldershot game off camera and bring you guys back for Cambridge because that is a massive game. If we do have a bit of a falter in the next few weeks, it'll be Burton and Gillingham on Saturday. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Have a fantastic Friday evening and a good Saturday as well. Make sure you are back for 5 p.m. to see this video go live. Thank you for watching. Like the video, comment down below on how your saves are going, and I'll speak to you all next time.